Hey everybody, it's Friday. That means it's time for another question and another answer with Ask Octopus. Today we're talking about worker pools. The question is, can I change the worker pool by environment? You may want to do this if you have different worker pools for your development or lower environments and your production environments. This can be because of network segmentation, or it can be because the workers use different user accounts. Let's take a look at the solution. This was a question that we answered last year on Ask Octopus, and we have a new answer now with 2020.1. We've introduced worker pool variables. So I'm going to put a link to that old video there because there are still some use cases for the method described in the older video. But for this specifically, where you want to vary the worker pool by environment or by other variable scopes, this is the new method. So I've created a variable called project.workerpool, and its type is worker pool. If we click on one of these and click on change type, you can see that worker pool has been added in alongside sensitive and certificate and account variable types. And by doing this, if you were to try and choose one, it's going to give you a list of your worker pools that you can choose from. So I've got 3 worker pools, one for each of my environments, dev, test, and production, and they are scoped to those environments, dev, test, and production. Let's take a look at the process and how you would use this in one of your script steps. In a script step, when you're choosing your worker pool, the default is to choose a specific worker pool, but there's a new option that lets you pick the worker pool from a variable. And in this case, we're going to choose our project.workerpool variable. So now it's going to actually choose the development one or the test one or the production worker pool, depending on which environment we're deploying to. And we can see that in the deployment logs. So in our deployment logs for deploying to development, we can see that it chose, in the verbose logs, we can see that it chose the development database worker pool. And if we look at the logs for test and production, we'll see that change to the test database worker pool and the production database worker pool. So that's how you can use worker pool variables to use a different worker pool depending on your environment. You can even scope it to the other variable scopings that you're used to, like steps, targets, roles. All of those scopings are available. Check the description below for more details. Do you have a question about how to use Octopus? Email advice@octopus.com and somebody from our team will get you an answer. You might even see it on a future episode. Thanks for watching and happy deployments.